our friend Alejandra Stefania creates. Tell us a little bit about that, Alejandra, because you're a millennial, you're up and coming, and like I said, all of a sudden you're breaking out. We were able to connect with you at the Sheba Cardi Summit, and a phenomenal, very powerful event.
Yes,
where there were women speakers who really just brought a lot of energy to the organization, that was to the women that were there, and just a lot of empowerment. So tell us what's going on with you. How did you decide to pursue this career in art, which is not an easy
it's not an easy
path. That's right.
No, it's not easy.
No, it's
this is news to me. No.
Right.
No, I decided I was in like a very lost place. I was about 19, 20 years old, and I really didn't have a path. I didn't know what I wanted, and I just kept praying on a purpose. Because I knew I was meant for something, I just couldn't figure out what. And so I kept praying on it, and then literally I woke up one day and I was like, I need to paint. And I went to the art supply store, and I was dead broke. So I stole a bunch of art supplies. I went back to my apartment and I started painting. And as soon as I did it, it was so therapeutic. And it was just this moment where I realized, like, this is what I had been searching for my entire life. And so I just, I made a plan. I worked on it every single day, and I made a plan for, okay, I'm going to be an artist. And I'm not just going to be another person who's just painting a picture or sculpting a sculpture. Like, there's going to be a very strong message behind what I'm doing. And it's not just for the sake of painting something that's aesthetically pleasing. It's going to be for something very powerful. And one of the biggest things that I was witnessing in that time was, this is when social media was really taking off and really going to a place where you were seeing the influence. You were seeing the influence on the youth. You were seeing the influence on everybody. And so social media was just like, it was blowing up. And I was witnessing this huge kind of, I don't even know how to explain it, this kind of impact that it was having on like young girls and their self-image and how they valued themselves and how they felt about their self-worth. And it was just like, I wanted to change that. I wanted to implement something that was a lot stronger. I wanted to implement something that meant something for them, and teach them it's not necessarily always about the way that you look, but it's about your intellect, it's about your strength, it's about your energy and the way that you interact with others, and your kindness and your heart and the impact that you have on the world. Like, those things really matter. And I started putting that energy into my work, and that's when I started to really blossom into my own style, and when I started to really have really receive acknowledgement for what I was doing, because I think people were feeling it in that way.
That's great. And you're talking about reaching out through your work to young women. What kind of reaction do you have from them? Where do they see your work, and what kind of feedback are you getting from them?
It's amazing. I didn't. Sometimes you're doing things. It's like how you were saying, Chris Media. Like, you're doing things and you're not even. You think to yourself, "Is this working?" You know what I mean? Are people hearing my message? Are people really feeling my passion behind what I'm doing? Am I making any kind of difference? And, I had those questions myself as an artist. You question, am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing? Are people feeling it? And the reaction that I've gotten, the feedback that I've gotten from not only women, but from men too, of just being like, your work is very impactful. The message that you're spreading is super strong. Like, keep it up. It's very inspiring. Because my story is also, starting from zero. I never had, a financial backup. I never had, my parents weren't well off, and I was on my own financially. So it was literally from zero to where I am now. And so it's not only about just female empowerment, but it's self-empowerment too. It's about, as soon as you recognize your worth, as soon as you recognize your ability to accomplish whatever it is that you put your mind to and focus and work hard, that's when, and your intention is more than just having a financial income, like a grand financial income, but really just doing something positive. That's when you start to see the growth. That's where you start to see the evolution and your impact. And that's the kind of feedback that I've gotten from people. And that's what makes, oh my God, it makes me so happy when that happens, because it means I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
That's wonderful. Now, tell us a little bit about your art, specifically about your art. I know that some of the pieces that I saw at the summit were very, very colorful, very, and the finish is what really resonated with me. It's like you use a resin finish.
The resin glass.
Yes.
So
yes.
I paint on wood.
Okay.
I paint on wood, and the initial reason for that was because it was cheaper.
It
It was cheaper than painting on canvas. But then I really, I'm an artist, so you kind of dive into why am I really doing this. And I liked the natural quality that the wood had. I liked the grains. I liked the way that, it meshed with the paint and how it kind of absorbed it in a different way that canvas did. And, the colors were, it was just my energy. It was how I was feeling in the moment, how, the kind of, the vibrancy that I wanted people to feel when they felt it, because I wanted them to feel good. A lot of times art is powerful, but it's sometimes dark. And I wanted mine to be powerful and positive and bright. And I wanted people to walk away feeling it better than, than before than when they saw it. And the resin glass was my way of just being like, I'm a little fancy too. I'm a little fancy, and I want this to be like I want it to be beautiful. I want it to last forever, because it's a way to preserve the wood and a way to preserve the painting too. So it was a combination of all those things. But yeah, that's my secret.
And so now, where are you showcasing your art now? Where